we're going to talk for a minute about how you can compare speed and position on a motion map. So I have drawn two motion maps below, and these two objects are doing very different things, but I'm curious if they ever had the same speed or if they ever had the same position. So let's start with the easy one. In order to have the same position, their dots have to line up at the same time. So same position at same time. So I like to go through and look at each numbered dot, and I'm going to take 2 pennies because this will make it easier to see. So here's 0 and 0. Are those pennies in the same position at the same time? No, the bottom penny is ahead. Now I move out to 1 and 1. They're still not in the same position. 2 and 2. Nope, that's not a match. 3 and 3. They are still not together. 4 and 4. Bingo! Notice that both pennies are at the same position at the same time. So in this case, it would be t equals 4. Now, most students are good at identifying that. What they struggle with is looking for the same velocity. So we need the same velocity at the same time. Remember that velocity isn't the dots, it's the arrows. So what I'm looking for are 2 arrows that are the same length. So I'm going to put this on the first red arrow and the first black arrow. And I'm going to ask myself, are they the same length? And it's very obvious that the black arrow is longer, so I'm going to say no. I'm going to move this to the next interval. And I ask myself, is the red arrow and the blue arrow the same length? No, it's still obvious to me that the black arrow is longer. I move to the next interval, 2 to 3. Now this one, I have to actually get out my fingers because I'm not sure. And when I use my fingers to double check, those arrows are the same length. So I'm going to say from 2 to 3. That was a match. And now I'm going to try the next arrow, and this time it's very obvious. Those arrows are not the same width. The red arrow is much wider. So again, you can compare the dots. So when this says position, we're comparing the dots. So you need the same dots at the same time. Or if you're doing velocity, which is the harder one, you're comparing the arrows. And it's important that the arrows are the same length at the same time. If you don't line them up in time, then you'll get the wrong answer.